Chuck, let me go to you on this. Are you surprised that Donald Trump showed up after this debate at all? And are you surprised that he's declining to commit to a second debate? And I promise I'm not trying to ask leading questions.
Look, you uttered the rule, right? When a candidate themselves goes into the spin room, they know they've had a bad night and they're trying to interrupt almost. I know the way Trump thinks on this. He knows he's getting roasted in all the post-debate, so he's trying to sort of interrupt that conversation, interrupt it on all the different networks to try to, show some form of strength to his supporters. But this wasn't a good night, and I'm not surprised he hasn't committed to another debate. I don't think these debates aren't good for him. Steve made the point. He's never been seen as winning any of these debates, be him against Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden. He's not a likable person during these debates, and that comes through in public opinion. But guess what? He seems to survive these moments because he does have a strong base of support. I don't think he persuaded anybody new to his side. The question is did Kamala Harris persuade anybody to her side? I think she did a great job tonight making this debate about Donald Trump. But I also understand why Kamala Harris wants another debate. I don't think she did enough to explain to voters what she would do as president. I think their strategy was pretty clear. Do whatever you can to goad Trump and showcase his chaos and his crazy. Well, and that's what she did. Yeah. And in that sense, she did a great job of that. It was all counterpunching, right, to borrow the Gavin Newsom boxer metaphors that he was doing. And it was constant. I mean, to the point he even took the inheritance bait that she threw at him, right? Like, made a little shot about the fact that he inherited his wealth, and he had to talk about that, right? Whatever she said about him,
Wharton Business School, Charlottesville, John McCain's, your crowd, these things that we know get under his skin.
My dog doesn't chase after that many squirrels, okay? That's how many squirrels he started chasing after.
Well, it's interesting. You told me 4 hours ago, you predicted that she would use the sort of phrase, "you're fired." You got fired by the American people. She sure did, right? And another sort of idea of way that she was baited. Stand by for 1 second. I want to sneak in one more question, but then I want to get to some voters who are standing by for us while they're getting ready. Steve and Kristen, quickly to you here. Steve, you heard the former president talk about sort of how polling has taken a turn for the better for him recently. While he seems to be citing polls that do not meet our NBC News standards, it is accurate to say that this race looks a lot like it did in July. Extremely close. The enthusiasm generated by Kamala Harris taking the top of the ticket for Democrats didn't magically turn into a 17-point lead in the polls. Far from it.
Yeah, and again, it's sort of that pattern we were talking about a few minutes ago, where when he takes a hit in these polls, we've seen this going back to 2016, things do tend to sort of cycle back to baseline at some point, and that's roughly where it seems to be in the polling right now. I thought one of the interesting things here, just in terms of would the standing of the two candidates change, there was that New York Times Siena poll that asked, do you see the candidates as agents of change, or do you see them really as the status quo? And it's an outright majority, 55%, who say that Kamala Harris represents more of the same. And one thing that was striking to me, I think it was clearly the Trump campaign's hope and their strategy preferred going into this debate that Trump hammer the point that she's part of an administration right now that's not very popular. And it was 103 minutes into the debate, I noted, when he said that line, "Why hasn't she done it?" And it kind of made me wonder if he had been repeating that all night, thinking about that to reinforce that perception that she's just the status quo.
Yeah, and she also, towards the end of the debate, gave her big line, which is that I represent the next generation.
I represent the case for change.
Turning the page. And to Chuck's point, you have to ask if she wants a second debate so that she can hammer that point over and over again and really lay out that case. What will that change look like? And again, I keep going back to this, Hallie. How would a Harris administration be different than a Biden administration if she does represent change? So it will be really fascinating to see whether the Trump campaign decides to actually move forward with this second debate. But again, Trump in the spin room, talking to Andrea, by the way. Andrea
and Garrett heard that first question
Garrett,
in. Yep.
Always getting to the front. Good for them. it just speaks to the fact that, yes, he clearly came off that stage and his allies, his advisors knew he had been on defense all night
We
long.
can sit here and talk about it all day. Doesn't matter. What matters is what the voters say, right?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.